5 red flags in women that men always ignore. Just because you saw that that girl has a big ass and a big front, you started overlooking some of those things that should have made you to not even date her in the first instance. Never ignore red flags in women, else you will pay for it later. So this video is all about those 5 red flags that you should never ever ignore in a woman. Number 1, when both of you have mismatched values. For example, you are the kind of guy who doesn't smoke. You are the kind of guy who doesn't like going to parties. Then you met this girl who enjoys smoking, who enjoys going to parties and all those things. And then you, just because you now saw that this girl has a big ass, you now try to start dating her, even when two of you don't have the same kind of lifestyle. How will you survive with this kind of woman? And in your mind, you'll be like, I want to change her. What are you changing? A woman who has a different value from your own can never change. In fact, it's going to be a source of problem between both of you. Because while you are trying to go right, she's trying to go left, which will always be a reason for arguments. Then you guys don't also have similar financial values. You are the kind of guy who believes in saving, investing, and growing your money. On the other hand, she's the kind of person that believes in buying luxury, in buying hair, in buying makeup, in buying bags, in buying this, and buying that, even when she can't afford those things. What do you think will happen when you date this kind of woman? She will put you under financial pressure, under constant financial pressure, because she lacks the same financial principles as you. She believes that every money that comes her way should be spent. And of course, when you're with this kind of woman, you will be seeing yourself. You start seeing yourself going financially backwards, becoming broke, just because you want to date a woman. Then also, you guys don't have similar values when it comes to long-term goals. Your plan is to stay in Nigeria, whereas her plan is, once she's done with her school, she will leave the country. When you date a woman who doesn't have plans of staying in the country, you are only setting yourself up for heartbreak. Because when the time is right, she will tell you, I can't stay in this country with you, I have to go out. And then now, because of love, you might probably start telling her, okay, I will travel out with you, even when it's not something that you will want to do. You now inconvenience yourself just because of a woman. If you and a woman don't have similar values, you are thinking about staying in Nigeria while she's thinking about leaving the country. Why are you dating her? Two of you don't have the same social values. Two of you don't have the same financial values. You're a Muslim and she's a Christian. Or you're a Christian and she's a pagan who doesn't believe in God. How will two of you cohabit? How will two of you survive with each other? Because of course, if there is no similarity in your values, in your principles, there will always be constant fights between both of you. And that relationship will become very toxic. So once you notice that you and a woman don't have the same values, don't have similar values, it's time to let her go. If I don't even date her, else you are going to suffer for it. Don't say I don't want you. Don't say I don't want you. The second red flag that you should never ignore in a woman is when that woman struggles to cook for you. If a woman is always struggling to cook for you as your girlfriend, don't you think that it's going to get worse once you put a ring on her finger? Because at that point, she no longer has anything to lose. As your girlfriend, she knows that for me to make this guy to marry me, I have to be cooking for him. But a situation whereby she's not even stressing herself to at least impress you with her cooking skills so you can marry her, it will only get worse once you marry her. Because a woman who struggles to cook for you as a girlfriend will never cook for you as a wife. Because at that point, you've married her, you've given her the biggest honor any man can give to a woman, which is putting a ring on that finger. So if a woman wasn't cooking for you as a girlfriend, she will never cook for you as a wife. So if you're one of these guys like me, who enjoy good meals, who want a woman that will be cooking for us, that will be cooking for you, and I'll be cooking for you all those nice meals. Once you're dating a girl and she doesn't like cooking, anytime you tell her to cook, she'll start complaining. She'll start asking you, is it my job as your girlfriend to be cooking for you? That is a red flag. That is a girl that you should not take serious. That is a girl that you should throw out to the streets because that is where she belongs. So never be with a woman who struggles to cook for you as a girlfriend. Never be with them. Except you are comfortable with your woman not cooking for you, which I don't think any man is comfortable with. So Don't ignore this red flag in a woman. The third red flag that you should never ignore in women is when they tell you no sex until marriage, even when they are not virgins. If a woman is probably over 25 years old and now you want to date her and she's telling you, I'm not going to have sex with you, or I'm not going to get intimate with you until you put a ring on my finger, this is a red flag. This is a big red flag. That woman is trying to manipulate you into marrying her. And maybe you, out of your desire to, sleep with her by all means, you will not make the mistake of marrying her. Once a woman gives you that condition, I can't sleep with you unless you marry me, there is something that she's hiding. There is something that woman is hiding. Either it's her character or it's just something about her that she basically wants to hide from you until you marry her. She basically wants to manipulate you into marrying her very fast. And now when you finally marry her, she will not show you her true self. Because at that point, it's already too late. Except you now want to divorce her. Once a woman tells you no sex till marriage, and she's not a virgin, trust me, that woman is not a genuine person. Something is wrong somewhere. Other guys that came before you slept with her without putting a ring on her finger. Why is it not now your own turn that she'll be requesting for a ring? Probably the reason why other guys who slept with them in the past never took them serious or never married them was because of their bad character. And now they want to now push you into marrying them at a very fast rate by using sex to manipulate you. Don't ignore this sign in a woman. This is a big red flag. Once a woman starts telling you this, trust me, she's manipulating you. And the best thing you can do at that point is to let her go, is to break up with her, is to tell her, I'm not doing. Since you have to now give me a condition that I must marry you before I sleep with you. The fourth red flag that you should never ignore in women is when they are always inconsistent with their behaviors and attitude towards you. Today, this girl that you call your girlfriend, she's loving, she's giving you attention, she's giving you care, she's calling you, she's cooking for you. Then all of a sudden, she changes. She's now the opposite of all those things. She no longer calls you again. She no longer gives you attention. She no longer shows you care. It's almost as if you are with a stranger. Once a woman is always giving you this hot and cold attitude, it can drive you insane. Because at this point, you don't even know if your girlfriend is happy or if she's unhappy. Women always use this to drive men insane. 1 minute she's happy, she's okay. Next minute, she's moody. Don't tolerate this or take it as a woman being a woman or a woman having mood swings. No. Women who are inconsistent in their behaviors, they will stress you. They will stress you mentally, emotionally, and psychologically. Because 1 minute, they are cool with you. The next minute, it's as if they're angry with you. If you want to be with a woman that you can predict. Be with a woman who has a consistent behavior. Except probably you made her angry, or you annoyed her, or you did something that made her to be, annoyed at you. But once a woman is always having this hot and cold attitude, 1 minute she's okay, 1 minute she's upset, 1 minute she's laughing, 1 minute she's doing as if she hates you. Avoid them. This kind of women, if you eventually marry them, you are going to suffer in that marriage because you will now start walking on eggshells because you don't really know when or what you do, and your woman will be annoyed all of a sudden. So when you meet a woman like this who is always inconsistent in her behavior, don't take her serious. The fifth red flag is when she's always in constant competition with her female friends. Every time you see this girl, she's always telling you, this is my female friend. Her boyfriend bought for her this. Why can't you buy for me this? Or her friend bought an iPhone. She's not telling you, babe, my friend bought an iPhone. Upgrade my own now so that I can, match them. So I can be able to be on the same level with them. Once you have a girlfriend or you have a woman that is always competing with her female friends, whatever her female friends buy or have, she will also want to buy that thing. The problem is your finances will suffer for it. That's the truth. Because at the end of the day, she'll be coming to you to help her buy some of those things. If your woman is always competing with her friends, hair, iPhone, bags, clothes, jewelry, and all those things, trust me, you will never grow financially. Or the worst, you have a wife, you make the mistake of marrying a woman who is always competing with her female friends, you will never grow financially as a man, because she'll be putting all those financial burdens on you to help her be on a certain level or even outcompete her female friends. So once you notice that a woman that you want to date has this spirit of competing with her female friends, that is a clear indication that that girl is a no-go area. So don't even try to do anything with her, except you are comfortable with your woman running you down financially, simply because she wants to keep up with her friends or even be on top